Hey everybody, this is the first episode of my attempt to share what I've learned about fitness. I have nothing to sell you. This is me trying to help you, okay? I'm not trying to make this go viral on YouTube. I'm not going to do any editing. I'm not going to do any of that. This is me trying to help you. People ask me all the time, Chris, what do you do? What do you do to stay in shape? Truth be known, I just kind of figured it out after about 25 years of messing with it. And then I quit for several years, maybe 10. I didn't hardly do anything, and I really got out of shape. I had big blubber hanging off my side, and it sucked. So I figured it out, and now I'm going to share what I know with you. Now, this is not for everybody. Please understand that. If you like to jump around, you think Zumba and doing all this stuff and cardio and all this other stuff, I don't do any of that, none of it. The cardio I do consists of busting firewood and walking around the pond. It's that simple. So, if you're not willing to give up cardio, this is probably not for you. If you're not willing to lift weights, like real weights, like those kind of weights, and using the squat rack and deadlifts and that kind of thing, this is not for you. If you're just not going to do that, then don't watch this video. Don't worry about it. I'm serious. There's probably other ways to get in shape. I can only tell you what I know to be true. Get you in here where I can hold the camera. So no cardio. You must lift heavy weights. And here's the one that kills everybody. You've got to track your calories. Oh, but I don't want to do that. Well, then don't do it. Go do some kind of keto diet. Go do all meat diet. Do fasting. Do something else. I'm telling you how I got to where I am and how I can stay here consistently. Because if you'll track your calories, you'll know you have to measure everything. And I'm going to tell you the truth. It goes way past tracking your calories. We get down into the macros: protein, fats, and carbohydrates. Why is that important? Because there's 4 calories in a protein, there's 4 calories in a carbohydrate, and there's 9 calories in a fat. So if you'll put those in your calculator, I've already lost most of the people. And that's fine. I get it. I understand people are not willing to do what it takes. And I've got somebody that's going to watch this one and they say, well, I don't do any of that and I can stay in shape. That doesn't work for me. I have to measure. I got to measure when I weld something. I have to measure when I build anything. And your body is no different. You have to measure. If you don't measure, you're just guessing. And guessing never works. If you don't believe me, go try to build something and forget your tape measure. It won't work. So, you know you have to measure your calories in order to do what I do. And it doesn't matter if I'm fasting. It doesn't matter if I'm intermittent fasting, meaning not eating and then eating. I've had some really good results doing that. But I did not get to my goal by doing that. It helped me. And then I implemented 6 meals a day, and then I implemented 5, and then I tried keto, and I've done all the diets you can think of, the Atkins diet and all that stuff. And I've come up with what works. And what works is knowing what you're putting in your body, period. That's the only way it works for me. So if you're not willing to do that, then do something else, whatever you want. I can only show you what I do. I'm going to do these videos periodically. I cannot commit. If I was going to do it for money, I'd have to commit. But to be honest with you, I just don't have time. So when I'm working out and something comes to me that was a real enlightening moment, that really helped me, I'm going to make a video real quick to try to help you. So today's video is no cardio, heavy weights, heavy for you. And if you have a trainer, great. Make sure you're doing the right movements. He will know what compound movements are. I've got a workout list that I've been working on. I was able to get in crazy good shape doing that workout, but it doesn't really matter as long as you're doing the hard lifts, the squats, the deadlifts, the bent over rows, the lunges, those kind of movements. And you don't really have to do that many sets either. I've got a lot of hacks on that as well. But what I would like to do is help you guys get in the best shape of your life starting now, because if you'll start now, by next summer, you'll look like a different person, period. And you'll be able to keep it because you'll have muscle. Because remember this, you don't take anything else away from this. Muscle burns calories. If you do not have muscle, you do not burn calories. Yes, your brain takes a little muscle, a little calories to run in your body. You know, it takes a little calories to do nothing. But as a whole, your body needs to use the calories you eat. Your muscles need to use it. And when you lift weights, you're working that muscle and you're actually burning calories, not only while you're working out, even afterwards, up to 8 hours. If you go running, you're just going to beat your joints up and your heart will be a little better off than walking. Maybe, probably not. There's a lot of evidence that says that's not true. But my goal for you is to get in the best shape possible and stay there for a lifetime. This is a lifetime thing. This isn't, okay, I'm going to get in shape and that's it. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to get in shape and then stay there. That's what everybody misses. I'm working with people right now. What do I do? What do I do? And I tell them exactly what to do and they don't do it. They'll say, well, I tried that, it didn't work. 6 days later, they're doing something else. It's like, do they think I'm joking or something? I don't know. But so we're going to build muscle. That muscle is going to burn the food you eat. And we're going to get into, there's something else I should bring up in this short episode of Scattered Mess. Protein. And you ladies, you're going to have to figure out how to get enough protein. And I'm going to say 0.7 grams up to 1 gram per pound of body weight. And I know that is hard to get, especially for women. I don't know why they have such a hard time getting protein, but I don't care. You've got to get the protein in, because if you'll get the protein in, you will be able to feel fuller. It's satiating. It makes you feel full. And the only thing that builds muscle is protein. Remember that. Now I'm going to eat carbohydrates. I'm going to eat sugar. I'm going to eat fat. I'm going to eat all that stuff. I have a blast. I love to eat. My body runs on about 3,000 calories because I've set it up like that. I've got enough muscle to sustain that kind of diet. If you've got metabolic damage, I know several people on here that do, that's okay. When you start lifting heavy weights, your body is going to get hungry, especially when you do deadlifts. That helped me the most when I was making my transformation. When you do deadlifts, it sends a signal to your body. Your central nervous system says, holy crap, something just happened, and you're going to feel weird because you just loaded your bone structure up with weight it's never felt before. And your body, your bones are going to get denser, your tendons are going to get stronger and wider and harder. And it's going to send a signal to say, hey, eat, you need to eat. And you're going to be really hungry. Well, when you get hungry, just know you're burning fat. But it's so important to eat enough calories. That's why we have to measure. So it's a lot to cover in one 10-minute video. But if you're into that and you want to learn more, subscribe to the channel. And I might just keep this private or unlisted. I'm not sure. I'm just doing this for people that want to know what I do exactly, because I've hacked this thing down to where it's crazy. Once you get it, you got it. It's like, oh, that's all I got to do. Yeah, I'm tired today. Well, I'll just go in and do 10 minutes. And you'll get about 60 or 70% out of that workout. Where if you did a full workout where you think you get 80 or 90% of what you're capable of, you'll get 60 or 70 just doing 10 or 20 minutes. It's crazy the results you can get by doing so little. As long as you do it right. And remember, bodies are built in the kitchen and you cannot outrun your fork. So that's a lot of information. Decipher on that. Think about it if you want to commit. If you want to commit and do this, start now at the beginning of winter, fall, because it's going to take, and don't worry about it. We're going to fall off through Christmas. We're going to fall off through November, Thanksgiving. I'm going to eat whatever I want to some days. When I go to these meetups and hang out with my buddies, I eat beignets and everything you can think of. I use it as a metabolism booster. I eat way more calories than I should. I gain a little fluff, and then when I get back home, I rein it back in just a little bit, and I'll tighten it up about to where I want to be. And I've created meals, just like you're going to do if you want to do this as a lifestyle. that I already know my macros, I already know, that's what you have to do. You got to make it a lifestyle, because if you'll make it a lifestyle, it's a lifestyle. It's like you know what you can do. And when you're screwing up, you'll know it. But it's no big deal. The only person you're lying to when you don't put your food right in your calculator, or you're not doing right, is yourself. Nobody's going to make you do this. It's not easy, but it's a must. Because as you get older, sarcopenia kicks in, and you lose bone density and muscle mass. So old people fall over and they break a bone. That's because they've been experiencing sarcopenia. I think it starts when you're like 25 or 30, and it gets worse as you get older. And the only way to fight back is by lifting weights. That's the only thing, period. Full stop. You've got to lift something heavy to stimulate your body to fight back, because gravity's trying to take you down anyway. So just remember that. And if you're into this stuff and you really want to go after it and make a hard push towards it, I'll give you one action to take today. Download LifeSum. It's got an L. You can go to your app store and put Life, LIFESUM, SUM, and walk through it. Put your age, your body weight, just be completely honest with it, and it'll spit out some arbitrary number on calories it thinks you need to eat. If you think it's close or remotely close, try it for 2 weeks. Put in whatever you want. Make sure your protein is about 0.7 to 1 gram, and try to hit those calories. And if you don't, it's no big deal, but you're going to be learning at every meal. Every time you sit down and eat, you're going to be learning, because it'll show you where you're messing up. You're like, oh man, in the next meal you can cut out, the butter or something that pushed you over just a little too much, or that tablespoon of peanut butter, or the cream that you put in your coffee. You can mitigate those things with substitutions that will really, it's amazing how much it'll help you. So I have no idea what I'm going to call this channel. Maybe you guys can help me out with it. But I'm going to send this video probably unlisted, but this is the first one of probably many. When I get a wild hair, I'll make you a video. If you give me any questions, I will also make you a video, and I'll cover about anything to help you guys. So have an awesome, awesome day. I'll see you in the next one. Later.